Today we're going to clean the light fixture in the upstairs bathroom. For a long time, as you see, it has 5 bulbs in it. For a long time, one of them burnt out, so I shuffled them around and just had the center one out. And then another one burnt out, and then I had the left one, middle one, right one, and then another one burnt out over the years. And then I was left with just the kind of middle two, if you will, number 2 and number 4. But I recently put some new bulbs in for the empty sockets. Yeah, now it looks wonky, and there's a good reason for that. In the positions, we're going to just number these here, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in 1, 3, and 5, I have these GE crystal clear halogen 60 watt bulbs using 43 watts. The other 2 are incandescent. This one is a 75 watt. This is a 100 watt, although it appears dimmer. And you will also notice the bulb is just sticking out there and not there. And that's because these 2 are actually different size bulbs. This is a dollar store 100 watt. And that's a real, I think, a GE. Yeah, it's a GE bulb. And you can tell there's a difference in the color temperature. 2 and 4 are certainly warmer. So there's your difference between halogen and incandescent. But another thing I noticed is these bulbs, the halogen ones, I got my hand on it. And it's perfectly fine. The incandescents, not going to do that. And did you see there? See the line? That's the support for the actual halogen capsule inside. I showed these bulbs originally in a video I had previously testing more free incandescent bulbs. And yeah, you get the line, and unfortunately it doesn't matter wherever you screw it in. You got a line here, and a line here, and a line here. Now the shades are all not straight, and that's how it is. So I'm not going to worry about that. I have already cleaned the middle one. It's kind of hard to tell because these are sort of a milky glass. So you can't really see when there's more stuff occluding the light in this case. So, but it needs to be cleaned anyway, so I want to show you how I have to go about doing this. So first step is to take out the bulb here. So we'll take that out. I can use the sink temporarily because it's dry and fine. And then up in there is a little thingamajig. I'm going to show you. So there it is there. Okay. As you see, there's the socket and there's a keeper thing there. And it has 2 little notches. They're located here and here. I'm also going to shut the light off as I do this so as not to inadvertently stick my fingers in the socket and get a nice zap. Of course, it's only 120 volts. It's only going to light you up a little bit, but still, to err on the side of safety, that's what we're going to do. So now let me take that out and take the shade down. Okay, all I know is these sockets are ceramic and that's metal. And it makes really gritty, grindy sounds. And it's awful, and I don't like this. I experimented with the middle one earlier in the day, so it should theoretically just unscrew. And turn it a little bit to help along the way. Terrible. And there it is. Now you got it. Unfortunately, it stays right on my hand. I don't know if you can see the dust on it, but it's pretty grody. Let's clean it up. All it's actually going to take is just plain old water. So we'll turn some water on. I'll turn that on. Let me just get everything positioned here so we get just a nice enough stream that's not going to be absolutely frozen and freeze my fingers off when the cold water gets up here. And that's otherwise it. Maybe you can see the dust. Yeah, it's not good. So just plain old water is all that is needed. That, and just rub with your fingers and it comes right off. No problem. I'm going to do the lip here first. And now we'll work on this knurled section, if you will. And now the top section. Just like that. And then because I can, I'll cover the bottom and let it fill all the way up. Let it drain out. Just wipe the inside. The inside really isn't bad, but that's really all there is to it. Just like that. We'll shake it off like that. Got a towel here. The whisk crocheted this, so that's what we have to use. That's kind of a joke. It does the job. So there's all that. I'll wipe that off. I'm going to set this aside for a safe place, and then I'm going to clean the top of the lamp there. I shut the light off. I think it gives a little bit better contrast, because with the rest of the lights on, forget it. This is dusty up here. I don't know if you could tell, but now I could just wipe it. Plus, it's off, so I don't have to worry about that anymore with the liquid or anything like that. Just give it a nice wipe down. And of course, I'm going to wipe down the whole rest of it here. Just like that. The end piece. And just get all that crud off of there like that. Now we have to reinstall the shade. Now reinstalling the shade, I have to put it up and then put this metal guy back there with the two pieces that I'm holding pointing down, because A, that's the way I found it, B, that's the way it goes, and L, otherwise you wouldn't be able to screw it in. So the glass itself, it's part of the design, it's not cracked. It's got like a line in that section, so I don't want to be looking at that. So I think putting it about like that is probably best. So, not fun once again, but you just take it and stick it up in there, put this guy back, and then you got to turn until you get it started. And it's tricky to do. And then it gets stuck, and it sounds horrible. And not too tight. Otherwise you will crack it. Right there is good for me. And there we go. I don't know if you can tell. Looks like it made a difference already. This one is not done, that is, and the other two at the end are not. So, let us turn this back on. I don't have the bulb back in there. Let me get that right here, and we can go ahead and put that in. And there we go. Now again, get the line because of the support for that. And that is pretty much the deal. So I got a bunch more to do. I got two ways I can go about this. The first way is to set the camera up, put in some stupid copyright-free music and speed the footage up. But you just saw it. So we're going to skip all of that and just go right to the end. All right, all back together. Beautiful. Looks very nice. Much better. I do see a little bit more light in the room, which is kind of nice. Also, rather interestingly, this bulb landed with its support over there now. So I think it has to do with where the socket is in the actual thing. They can kind of unscrew. They're not supposed to. I don't know. This was kind of dicey as it was. I really don't like those metal clips like that screw on. Ugh, it was bad, but it definitely gives you the idea of the color temperature between a regular incandescent and a halogen. Now, I don't have any problem with the halogen. They are, in fact, incandescent bulbs. They just glow at a higher color temperature, so the halogen process can occur. You can Wikipedia that and find out what it is, but it's what helps them last longer and stuff like that. But yeah, it's all back together. Like I said, they're all kind of like a little wibbly wobbly. That's how they always were, and that's how they're going to stay. There's no way for me to fix that or do anything, but it's done. Everything looks good. This one is maybe a little crookedy. That's a little better. And there, very nice. I'm not adverse to these halogen bulbs that I put in, and with the two incandescents, it provides kind of a nice balance between the two color temperatures, so not bad. I don't have any more of these halogen bulbs, so when they burn out, the other two got to go somewhere else. It's basically all I can tell you. I don't know, because they should be matched. I don't have 5 of them. I have GE reveal bulbs I could put in. I actually took some time one day and put in different bulbs, and I found that these are more than sufficient for this area. But there we go, all nice and clean, looks a lot nicer. I got a whole rest of the bathroom I can work on now, but I gotta edit this video, so maybe the whiff will do that. Yeah, wishful thinking. Anyway, that's going to wrap this up. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.